Hello. Welcome.
Oh, hello.
Let's get into this.
Oh my god, it's actually happening. We're back.
Once the credits start, if they start, I have something I need to discuss.
You have
The
a
credits
theory?
don't
or...
start. No.
I don't think they will start, dude. They're already on screen.
Okay. We'll have to do it between these episodes. Stick around. Stay
Stick around
tuned.
for discussion. So Rika's expositing her frame of mind during Matsuri Bayashi, so that's exciting. And Sadako's like, yeah, that's dumb. So we're going to get into, like, Sadako's character flaws. That's where we're kind of going with this.
Considering what we've discussed, I feel bad about, teasing Sadako if this does end up being a bullying plot, inevitably.
I mean, that's usually where they go. That's my suspicion. But look, if there's no bullying, at least on the physical level, I'll be very surprised. I'm kind of curious how Rika's doing in terms of studying, because she's lived for so long. Like, did she not
probably
pick up a university education
squandered it
somewhere
like
in
the
there?
child she is.
I mean, that's the hope.
None of those fancy piano solo scenes from every other time loop story. Uh-oh, is that the school? Oh, it is.
Yes, sir. Whatever school it could be.
Oh, no. That's what I like to pick my school based off.
Oh, look at that.
How generous.
Irie's craziness paying off.
I'm glad that we, get this nice little breather before the pain resumes.
Before the pain begins again, yeah. Well, I'm curious to see how long we go without more pain, because this is the final arc of the season, right? Like, we're building towards the end here. We have to have a cliffhanger before the final episode, and then everyone's like, what? How can they resolve all of this in one episode? And then there's a whole other season, right? Exactly.
I'm so excited for the games club to turn into a study club.
Uh-huh. I'm sure that Rika's
1,000 years later.
Fixations, exactly, like, they won't last long, won't last 100 years. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah. Rika's actually re-entered the time loop just because she was studying too hard.
Exactly.
Like, she achieved galaxy brain, but didn't realize the consequences.
Do you think that Sadako will hit Rika over the head with a chair, or do you think that she'll, like, push off a balcony? Because those are the two that I feel would be most appropriate, if that is what we're getting.
You think Sadako is gonna kill Rika in the Matsuri Bayashi future?
Yeah, maybe. Like, we got to get back there somehow, right? We got to reset the time loop. I should probably be reading these lyrics. I'm sure they're important.
That's right. They've so far been almost entirely positive. I've been keeping an eye out for anything off kilter.
Any foreshadowing? The shooting stars shooting like a gun?
Like a gun?
Got him.
1987. That's such a time jump.
I know, dude.
We didn't get to experience their youth.
4 years. 4 years. That's the death number. That worries me. I'm so curious to see how this develops. Like, because surely she like gets in.
Is this how they picked applicants at your school, Ben? They just had all of the numbers up on a big white horse. Sorry, board outside the.
A big white what? Uh-huh.
Is she lying?
I mean, surely we didn't see the numbers, right? Like, yeah, maybe she just like tricks her way in. She doesn't earn it. That would be. I hate the ambiguity though. I hate it so much.
You love it.
Because she's the tricky trap master, so like it makes sense as a plot thread, right?
It does.
Just interesting because I was thinking between recording sessions about mathematics of Higurashi.
Yeah.
And I don't want to dwell on this for too long, but like, because something that was kind of harped on in Matsuri Bayashi in particular and Higurashi about like the strength of will of the different characters and how like the will of Takano is only conquerable if we combine the club members, but the arc that we just had, the like perfect ending that ends with Sadako shooting Rika in the face, implies that Sadako's will is greater than Takano's, right? Like on her own.
Yeah.
So in terms of the mathematics, I don't want to get too dragged down by it, but that implies that her will is greater than even the whole club combined. Certainly without her and perhaps with, right? Like it's equal to, if not greater. But in this, she's quite the actress. But in this arc, we're seeing that Sadako's willpower to like, well, to get in by legitimate means is not strong enough, it seems. She has to use everything in her arsenal. Just like how Keiichi had to bribe Tomoto Nakamura, back in the in the club games.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Why?
admiring of her. What are you laughing at?
It's a cult.
Yeah, okay. I was wondering. I don't know who that boy is. That's a
Sorry.
strange looking face is what that is.
I'm sorry,
What?
I was just rudely interrupted by Electronic Arts asking if they can make changes on my device.
And the answer is no, always.
The answer is always no.
The answer is always no. So she gets in the popular club and Sadako flags behind. And then the bullying happens, I assume. It's kind of a fun choice as well to have, because Sadako is known for her very formal way of speaking, and to flip that around and show that she really has no interest in those things when they actually are real rather than acted. I think that's it's a very obvious thing. I don't really feel like I need to point out, but I just think it's a cool artistic choice.
Yeah, it's about the irony of it. It's also interesting because it'll probably kind of lean into the idea that, like, in the same way that Rika had kind of given up in the original stretch of arcs, that she's kind of like, you know, given up on her friends here because she's just kind of like accepting that Sadako doesn't want in.
Because there's the lesson of communication is not as obvious, right? It's not a cartoonish situation that at least as Rika sees it. So it's not as easy to deal with.
Yeah. It's like kind of the same thing that Hanyu went through in Matsuri-Bayashi.
Oh, damn, even worse.
It's such a manipulative way to say it. I love it.
Yeah, it's awful.
Nobody is forcing you.
Reach out that hand. Reach out that hand.
Here we go. Is Sadako going to accept?
She has to reach back. That's how it works. Rika she's such a great actress, that Rika, like, assuming that this isn't just something that's kind of natural for her.
Yeah, and like Rika, even like knowing, is still just going to go along with it. It's so painful.
Oh, God.
That is a grim looking class.
Yeah. Everyone's just like so focused.
Just the sound of pencils.
Huh.
I want to know whether this was like a sound on file or whether they just actually got the sound team to sit down with a bunch of pencils next to the microphone.
It's like scribble.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope that's exactly what it is.
Where's Irie in all this?
I don't know. That's the question, right? Like, can he come here and help? Or is he too far removed? Is he busy with, you know, plague stuff? I don't know.
Yeah.
Brain surgery. Is he in jail again? This is the real question.
I don't know.
Oh, wouldn't that be awful? I don't, but you're right. Like, he's the missing piece in this equation here.
I don't know if he's the missing piece, but he's certainly one of the people with agency that could help. If I had to critique one thing about this at the moment, it feels like I don't feel the weight of Sadako's like pain here.
I'm sure it will build. It'll.
There it is. You finally got it.
Is that the first time we've actually seen a cicada? Oh my God.
Unless we've just both missed them. Yeah, I think it is. I don't know what to think.
I know. I mean, it's been pretty obvious. Like, I don't feel like there's much to solve based on this episode. So,
yeah,
you know, it's definitely a change of pace in that regard, right? Like, after the suspect lineup at Sadako's birthday party, like, we're pulling a Sherlock Holmes book 1 and just getting the backstory, which I think is kind of
I think
it's interesting.
The thing that's strange to me here is like, not to say that this is like an inauthentic thing, because it definitely does happen in real life. You know, people like lapsing on the lessons that they've already learned.
For sure.
But like,
sure.
I don't know if I feel like we've yet
justified
why they've, you know, lapsed on those mistakes. You know, we kind of just time lapsed through a lot of it.
Yeah, I feel like we need like some big moment or something, because I don't feel the visceral pain that I've felt in previous, you know, twists and turns through the story, you know?
Yeah.
Everything about Rika's like devolvement into insanity, like being able to see who killed her, all that sort of stuff, that all felt very significant.
Yeah.
But Sadako here, even though I somewhat understand what's going on thematically, these events don't feel like we've quite hit the nail into the crucifixion board yet. You know, we're not quite there. But look, I'm sure we will.
I have faith in the boy. June 1987. the
Oh.
62nd year of whatever fucking era this is.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Dude, we're after him in Echo now.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
Maybe
I wonder if they're going to
to
drop anything about that.
Oh, have they become enemies?
Oh no, gang, back off, gang. Don't ruin
This
this.
is great. This really is Mean Girls. Like, we finally come full circle.
It's so just like, come on, Sadako, she fucking offered. Like, come on. I guess she has to be the villain. Someone has to
she's the
be.
villain. We gotta have a villain now.
Oh no, they're using fancy language in the subtitles. That's unfortunate.
Oh no. Yeah, there definitely is like a lot that's been skipped. I understand the situation more based on the tropes that I'm expecting than by, oh my god, Rika's face. What is that look?
She's
so derpy.
It is
She's
a bit.
having a stroke. Her face is so
Someone
wide.
Dial
Go away.
112 immediately. You know the other thing? I feel like this would be very different based on just your experience in high school.
I guess so, yeah. Totally. If you're familiar with like cliques and if you are like falling into that sort of thing.
Because like one thing for me is that like my year group
shading
through middle and high school was like so fucking tight knit that like every other year group would tangibly call out like how close we all were. It was like 150 kids, and
sure.
you know, everyone would fucking back everyone up. So many like high school set stories, I don't follow them as well, because like I never had that experience.
I mean, I definitely get that. Like my experience of high school was that there were a lot of cliques, but it was more like there was one, like if there were, 100 students, like 80 of them would fall into one clique and then the other 20 would form very small groups. So it was mostly homogenized, but there was granularity there,
And I'll say, having like worked at schools as well, you can kind of tell like the cohesive year groups from the incoherent ones.
I will say though, I have a lot of personal experience, as I've mentioned during our visual novel read through, with friends who appear to be good friends but are also actually really shitty, and you only kind of realize it later down the line. So I do kind of understand what's going on here, even though Rika can, like, I don't think we'll suddenly have a realization that she's always been shitty. Like, that's not something that we can have. That said, this is going to go, this scene here is going to go a long way to making that happen. Oh my god.
Uh-oh, consequences.
Oh no, the anime logic is no longer here. Well, she did tell everyone about the Trap Master, so let's see how this goes. I guess my biggest question is whether these other ladies are going to be real characters. Well, yeah, like, we're going to get knocked on, but, like, will they be real characters, or are they just the chorus, right? Like the Greek chorus. Prepare the firing squad.
Thank goodness the clouds have caught on to the tone. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Big metal... What the fuck? What? What?
You can't just put her in a prison jumpsuit. This is ridiculous.
This is obscene. Why is you'll notice that there's another big metal door behind her, which means there are multiple fucking cells on this high school campus.
This high school is built over a prison. That's how it works. I don't know if that's true. I assume that to be the case.
This is obscene.
We haven't even had a proper trial or anything. It's just Sadako probably did it. In you go, into the lockup.
I can only assume this is like a fucking metatextual hamming up of events, because this is ridiculous.
Oh my god! It's like a dozen!
Right? This is obscene.
Oh no! What is happening?
Whose idea was this? Oh, why didn't you say yes to help? Many other opportunities that you've had.
I don't know.
Oh, this is such a mess.
She's gonna go crazy. She's gonna go insane in the cell, in the well, inside the well.
Why is there a prison at this school?
I don't know, Felix. I can't tell you. I'm as baffled as you are. I would be riffing on this more, but I don't know what to say.
Like, I can only assume there's some magical realism going on here with, like, the spotlights and stuff. This is, like, that's too far. Oh, thank goodness they gave her homework. One of the things.
Could you imagine not only locking up a student in prison, but also expecting them to do homework while they're down there? Oh boy. Who's this from? Scenario note? What is this?
Oh.
Oh
no, they're gonna have fun.
Oh no. Well, are they though?
Oh no. Oh, it's so uncomfortable.
Talk to each other. Oh, she wearing her colors? Oh,
me on driving.
Oh, this is too much. Oh, take it back, Higurashi. I can't handle this. You're gonna fall down a hill. Down into a hole.
Here we go. She's already just ripped the tacked band-aid straight off. I can't believe that Rika is a Mion shipper.
The shippers. I can't believe this. You had to get out of the university first, though. You have to not die in the actual prison that is beneath their walls. So we find out there's also a sweatshop. Like, this is just
Why did they just show the van jumping?
It's gonna go off a cliff. What's gonna happen? Everyone's gonna die in a terrible van accident going on this school trip here. Oh my god, yes.
So good to see that nothing's changed.
Oh, she even used a Machikari punch. Oh, it's beautiful.
What's gone wrong in the village, Ben? It's gotta be something. What can tear Rika and Sadako further apart while they're here?
I don't know. Maybe their old house has been, like, torn down. Maybe something's happened to the shrine. The shrine,
yeah.
Bet. Out of, like, significant
the shrine would be the most, I guess, like, overall symbolic. Their house would probably be the biggest, like, divide.
Yeah, I agree.
There's not really much else they can do, hey? There's not, like, much of a physical attachment. I don't know, maybe the mountains being, like...
Oh, the trap hill? Maybe. Yeah, I see what you mean. There's just an angry mob, like, there are all these traps left over from your years of making them on the hill.
Yeah.
We're still taking them apart. Oh, wouldn't that be crazy if they run into one of her old traps that she's, like, forgotten about?
This is
ridiculous.
Why did they... Ugh.
It's so bizarre.
This is like... You can smell Ryukashi's roller coaster approach here, but it's just not, like, sticking with me yet.
Well, it's kind of interesting that they're not, like, putting on the outfits and, like, this is a reconnection mostly in name, although that is fan service. Okay, I take it all back. Take it back. Oh my god. They're going mostly full hog.
Oh wow, we didn't even get to see Keiichi in the outfit. Where is my equal opportunity perversion, rather?
Where's that art? Felix, he wants that perversion. That's what he wants. You have to give it to him, Higurashi. The man needs his fan service.
I want none of it, but if we're gonna have some of it, we gotta play even.
You might as well get all of it.
Exactly.
Sure. Whatever you say, Felix.
Oh no, Rika's not even gonna be there for the thing that tears them apart.
I know. Because then she doesn't know. That's when she's like, oh no, I've been sent back in time. Oh. Yeah. Because that's probably why Mion, like, called the get-together, because she knows the school's going to be demolished soon. She's like, we got to do this before it goes.
Yeah, you're right. And she's also, like, too embarrassed to tell them why, probably.
Exactly. She's like, I don't want to tell them that the schoolhouse is going to go and that all this stuff's going to get torn down, but I want to give us one last hurrah anyway. I mean, maybe she's going to tell them at Angel Morty.
It's in ruins,
yeah,
Ben.
There's the house. Yeah.
It's symbolism for their relationship, Ben. It collapsed.
Because they didn't maintain it. Oh, they didn't maintain it. There's the railing. Oh. We're still just kind of building, though. I'm still waiting for,
they're
really
getting every inch of
they're really teasing
it
out. Like, with how many time skips there have been, they're really just teasing out what's really, like, going on here.
Oh my god.
It's gonna break. Oh, damn. Sword Boy, surely.
It's a horn?
The demon horn! The demon horn!
What the fuck?
That's great. I wonder...
What?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ryukashi really is an insane person.
What is happening? What is happening, Ryukashi? Alright, cool. She's in the fragment zone. Hashtag fragment zone. There's the thing. There she is.
Oh, you are fucking kidding me. You are joking.
Char the man. Char the man fool. Let's go.
Absolute psychopath.
Absolute
of course,
chat.
the slowest episode of the show had to end with that shot.
Can I tell you that this was the other thing that I was slightly spoiled on? The existence of this character. It's pretty difficult to avoid. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about things now, but like, I don't even know what this character's name could possibly be.
Let's just save that for jolly old next video.
Yeah, we will have.
But I don't know. Like the school stuff.
Look,
The school stuff's interesting. Like I think we've been pretty clear that like it felt.
It felt a little slow and weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like kind of underdeveloped.
I was looking for. Yeah,
but at the same time, it's the kind of thing that they can go through and like justify further on. So I'm not like, disappointed in it.
I think, yeah. I mean, for me, just because I feel like we've had the big reveal of this season. Like, I know what's going to happen the rest of this, but like the Sadako is a looper, and now we're just kind of explaining things.
Yeah,
and not looking for specific details that I'll have to call back to, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm just kind of going along for the ride. But look, I'm ready to see what happens. I'm excited to see what this strange, behorned individual could be. And maybe Felix now knows what I've been chuckling about this whole time.
Yeah, this, I assume, was the thing in the intro that you...
Yes.
Because I thought that entire time that was Hanyu in the intro.
This is something... I don't want to get into this too much, but this is something that was quite hotly debated in the fandom at the time. Like, as soon as that OP dropped, people were like, is that Hanyu or is that another character?
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to see. And now we've seen. Now I've seen.
No, I thought that it was Hanyu this whole time, just with like a very dramatic shot of her horns.
Yes.
But now in hindsight, I completely see.
Yes, the
like I don't even need to go rewatch the intro to know exactly what it looks like.
No, the thing that distinguishes this character from Hanyu is the lack of the crack in the horn, which is why when Hanyu appears with her horns, the animators make sure to highlight that little sparkle effect. They highlight her horns quite clearly. Anyway, we'll see what this character has to say to us next time on more Higurashi no Nakikoroni GOU.
Oh, also,
I know I'm gonna go watch it.
Let's
I don't know what
that.
to make of the staff, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. Next time.
We'll see you next time.